Gotta do the Ric Flair.
Whoa! I don't think that was loud enough. Whoa! There we go, guys. There we go. I'm very excited right now because I finally got my hands on the retro cable statue. I've been waiting 9 years for this, guys. This statue came out in 2010, only 250 made, with a $350 price tag, which was unheard of for 1/6 scale back then. But it's a popular character, or a semi-popular character. It has a Sentinel base, which I guess it was a thing, the whole Sentinel thing, and it looks nice too. Um, it sold out. It was hard to get on eBay. The price skyrocketed, tripled. It was just ridiculous. And at that time, I was beginning collecting, and I was not going to pay the eBay prices they were asking for. And in reality, my favorite statue is the one on the right. I'm more of a Jim Lee fan. Costume. I'm more of a Jim Lee guy than the retro look. I don't mind the retro look, but I wish the Jim Lee was one on top of the Sentinel hand. And looking at the pegs, it seems like I could work around it because they have the same pose, so he will fit on the Sentinel head. I just got to shave the peg down, and I'll show you in a little bit how everything is. I'm going to be comparing the two because I know there's guys out there that want to know the difference between the two and why the retro is so crazy out of control price-wise. And I've been wanting to do this review for the longest. There's barely any reviews of this statue on YouTube, which surprises me. I figured people would try to do a review of it. The most popular one was by Dr. Remy LeBeau. He's a X-Men collector, and he did a very long video, and it was decent. It left me wanting more because nowadays I'm accustomed to reviews being a certain ways, and there's stuff I look for, and then I don't know, I feel like I needed to give my own take, my own review. Also, another collector was Aver1. I used to follow him as well. Just got to give these guys credit because that's how they started. I followed them when I started this hobby, and they were born collectors. And I was just glued to YouTube every time they put something out. But yeah, they didn't do this statue the justice it needed. I'm going to try to do that. I'm going to give you everything that's on my mind. Comparison, display, measurements, weight, like just the whole 9 yards. Because if you're going to buy this statue on eBay, whenever it goes up, because it rarely goes up, whenever it goes up and you're going to cash out $1,000, I want you to know everything there is to know about this statue. So let me not waste any more time, and let's do some close-ups. Alright guys, I'm gonna do a comparison right now. Show you guys the difference between the retro and the modern cable. Starting up with this gun. So you can see, obviously the hand is different. The pegs are different. The retro does not have a magnet, although I feel like it has a magnet inside the statue, because when I insert the hands, there's like a little pull. And as you can see, the Kucharek brothers weren't being lazy. They slightly changed the guns. Let's see here, did they change this one? Nope. Let's see the other side. It's pretty much the same to me, just better paint on the retro. The other one was slightly changed. And now the two cables. As you can see, this has two pegs and this has only one. So if I shave this square peg down into like a circle peg, I'll be able to peg them in there, and then I could just switch them out, and then I'll have to make an extra hole, and then I can peg the retro and the old base. Do I want to do it? I'll think about it if I do decide to keep them. But here's the difference. As you can see, the face is much better on this one compared to this one. The paint, he looks like he has a tan. And then also you can see like more wrinkles on that eye, and then there's no wrinkles on that eye. And then obviously the right hand, that's how it is. Has a little bit more muscle definition there as compared to that one. And then the arm, as you can see, that's pretty much the only difference. Obviously the armor is gonna be different, but other than that, all right, now I'm going to do some weighing for you guys. I'm going to weigh the retro arms. So that's 5 ounces. The modern arms, 4.8. Obviously, I guess because the metal pegs makes it slightly heavier. Now, retro cable. Let's see. Retro cable is 6.7. Then modern cable is 7.7. Huh. Modern weighs more. Now, let's see. Modern base, 2.7. And then retro Sentinel head, all right. Wow, almost 4 pounds. Oh, there you have it, guys. That's the weight. But let me put them together and then we'll weigh them fully and see what they weigh all together. All right, before I weigh them, just want to show you guys. So, square peg, and there's no magnet here. So this is just, because those two arms, magnet. This one, no magnet. And then right here, so I put this in and I slowly move it in. See, there's a snap. There is a magnet on that one. Just to let you guys know. It's not very strong, but I'll hold it in place. So now they're fully there. Now let's see the weight of this puppy. How can I hold it without dropping it? All right, both hands. All right, we're looking at 5 pounds, 10 ounces. And then the modern is 4 pounds, 3 ounces. So there you have it, guys. The head is not really heavy. It's a little bit hollow, but hey, what can you do? All right, time for some measurements. All right, guys, let's do some measurements. Start with the retro. We're looking at 21 inches or 21 1/8 if you want to be exact. And then this way, we're looking at, to be on the safe side, let's say 10. Looks like 9.5, but let's say 10. And then this way, let's say 8 to be on the safe side. Let's do 8. Now, this modern one, we're looking at 16.5. And then this way, the tip of the gun, so 9.5. 10 to be safe. And then I guess this way, not 9 to be safe, 8.5. You know, just in case you want to stick them in a billy or something. They do fit in a billy because I display them in a billy. So there you have it. Now let's do some comparison with other Sentinel statues. All right, guys. So here we have our Sentinel display. Bishop and Cable, as you know, they're Bowen. And the middle is Sideshow, and as you can see, they all three look amazing. It looks like they kicked a lot of ass and destroyed a couple of Sentinels. If you notice, Cable's Sentinel looks more lifelike, like the colors, like human colors. Not a big fan. I actually prefer the more purple, dead skin looking Sentinel color, but you know, I guess if you're gonna display them, put Cable in the middle. I like putting Colossus in the middle because he's holding it up, so like it makes like a triangle, as you can see. But yeah, there are more Sentinel 1/6 scale. I believe Cyclops Kotobukiya is on a Sentinel head. Wolverine, Kotobukiya, brown costume, is also on a Sentinel head. And I also think Kotobukiya's Colossus is smashing a Sentinel face. I'm not sure. Yeah, those are all the Sentinel heads I am familiar with. There is one more, but it's like a very old Bowen, and it's like 1/3 of a Sentinel head. And then there's a small, like a 1/8 scale Wolverine on top of it. I no longer have that one, so I can't display it here. But it would be cool to display that along with them. But since Wolverine is 1/8 scale, like he looks like a little kid compared to the size of these guys. But if you want to have like a big, just all heads display, now you know what statues to get. Let me just give you guys a quick close-up of the whole thing. So here we go. And then here we go. And for scale wise, just to show you, guys. Jesus, this base is heavy. There they are all together. So, Sideshow and Bowen, they're very similar in size. And then this one, slightly bigger, or probably the same. Maybe it's the way that it's battle damage. But there you go, guys. You want a head? I'm giving you head. I don't even know if that's what she said, but all right. Now let's try something I forgot earlier to do. I was supposed to do it, but I forgot, so I'm sneaking it in before the final part of the video. And that is, I wanted to do a magnet test also earlier. As you can see, there is a magnet, like I thought, and then that arm, but nothing there. Nothing at all. And over here, this guy, magnet here, magnet there, and then real quick, let's put the arm in. Let's put that arm in. And I know you've all been curious, just like me, of how does he look on the Sentinel head. If we were to convert him, this is what you're gonna get. Voila. Yeah, I think I'm gonna convert him. So much better. So much better. Jesus, amazing. All right, guys. Now to the final part of the video. And now, a word from our sponsors. What was that, Dan? We don't have sponsors? Do they know I'm reviewing a Grail piece? Oh, jeez. All right, guys, I guess this is how I'm gonna end the video, because I thought I was making money off of this, and no money. And no money, can't pay the rent, can't spend time making videos. I gotta spend time making money. So, anyways, thank you for watching. I appreciate my subscribers, all 14 of them. Little by little, baby, one by one. I mean, I'm not shooting for the stars here. I don't need 10,000 subscribers. It feels nice to get that attention, but I'm not part of that culture. I'm not on Facebook. I'm not on Instagram. I don't do the, oh my God, I got a like. Oh my God, I got a thumbs up. Like, you know what? If you want, go ahead and thumbs this down. In reality, I'm not part of that culture. Like I said, if you thumb it down, you know, but you did watch. You just didn't like, but you gave me a watch. And isn't really that what YouTube is about, watching? So, again, thank you. This is again a Grail piece, 250 made, 350 retail price. Now is over $800 on eBay, depending on like the demand, but the demand is still there. And as you can see, they display well. Obviously, you're not gonna have two cables back to back unless if you explain to your guests, oh yeah, he's from a different timeline, whatever. But cable and Bishop displayed together, they look amazing. And I have them display in a Billy, and if you go to IKEA, get a Billy, you'll have no problem. Other than that, like always, like and subscribe.